A post by Chumel Torres sparked outrage on social media and once again opened the debate about the limits of humor and freedom of expression. In this video, I explain how the controversy started and why even journalists and activists are calling for legal consequences for the comedian. The YouTuber Chumel Torres found himself at the center of controversy again after sharing on the social network X an image featuring a person with Down syndrome. The post was intended to mock Adrian Chavez, a professor and content creator specializing in linguistics, who had already had previous disagreements and confrontations. However, the comment sparked a wave of criticism. Chavez described the post as ableist, a term used to describe speech or attitudes that discriminate, belittle, or influence. They infantilize people with disabilities based on the idea that their lives are worth less than those of others. It should be noted that the rivalry between the two began in August 2024 when they argued about the SEP's educational materials. At that time, Torres criticized the content, claiming that it promoted a poor way of speaking. However, Chavez responded that the texts were guides aimed at parents and that they simply described variants of Spanish. That confrontation marked the beginning of the conflict, which ended up escalating with this tweet published in 2026. And although the comedian deleted the post, the controversy grew when the journalist and security expert Oscar Valderas intervened, who described the YouTuber's action as a display of ignorance and stupidity. Valderas argued that these kinds of messages cannot be justified as dark humor since they represent a direct form of discrimination against vulnerable sectors of the population. To stay consistent with his stance, Valderas announced the end of his collaborations with Grupo Formula, where Chumel hosts a show. In fact, the journalist explained that his reaction also had a personal component, as he stated that he has 2 cousins with disabilities and that his family has faced situations of abuse for years. Meanwhile, in response to pressure on social media, Chumel Torres posted a message on X where he admitted he messed up, apologized to those who felt offended, and clarified that the comments expressed on his personal account do not represent the company's position. Despite this, numerous users demanded the intervention of the board, National Council to Prevent Discrimination, or CONAPRED, to analyze on its own initiative whether the publication could have violated the law, arguing that this type of message contributes to reinforcing the existence, exclusion, and stigmatization of people with Down syndrome. Finally, you should know that this is not the first time the YouTuber has been involved in a controversy related to CONAPRED. In June 2020, the organization invited him to the forum Racism and/or Classism in Mexico, a decision that sparked a strong public protest. Several critics, including Beatriz Gutierrez, questioned the invitation due to comments the comedian had previously made against the underage son of the presidential family. After the criticism, CONAPRED permanently canceled the forum, and the controversy led to the resignation of the organization's director and the suspension of Chumel's show on HBO Latin America. What do you think? Was Torres's post just humor or discrimination? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to Mientras Tanto en Mexico, and turn on notifications.
Suscribirte al canal y activar la campanita.